In this video, I'm going to show you how to clean suede boots using the Colorlock leather shoe cleaner, right? Now with these shoes, what happened was last weekend was Halloween, and we went to the pumpkin patch to collect some pumpkins, but the weather turned really bad and I wasn't wearing the appropriate footwear. So my suede shoes are completely full of mud, but let's try and give this a good clean and I'll show you how this turns out. So let's go. Okay, so in order to clean these boots, we're going to be using a few different products, but the main product that we're going to use is called the Colorlock leather shoe cleaner. And for this, we're going to need a little tiny plastic bucket with a little bit of warm water. We're going to mix this product with the water in equal parts, and we're then going to use the Colorlock leather brush to just give this whole thing a good scrub. And usually when you're cleaning suede, you don't want to do just a localized cleaning, especially if you're doing a wet cleaning. And with this shoe, what I'm going to do is just literally clean the whole shoe, right? Suede is a form of porous leather, so doing a localized cleaning there is a chance that you could stain a particular area, but if I do the whole shoe, no one will know any better, right? So once we've cleaned it and all the stains are off, we're then going to protect it with a couple of products, right? We're going to spray the Aniline Suede and Nubuck Protector, which is an aerosol product and it's more of a conditioner, so it'll keep it soft as well. And after that, I'm going to spray the Colorlock waterproof spray, which will obviously provide some protection and make it waterproof to a certain degree, right? So let's get going. Right, so the first step I'm going to do is just use the brush and just brush this boot out very quickly, just to make sure I lift off any loose bits of dirt particles that'll just come off. Right, so as you can see, a lot of dirt's just coming off. Doing that, move it across the side. Similar story here. So a lot of it is just crusty stuff that's just accumulated on the surface. That's all coming off. Right, so now that I've lifted off all the bits of mud that was stuck to it, I can now start with the cleaning process with the shoe cleaner and the warm water, right? So in order to do that, I've got some warm water in here, and we need equal parts of water and the product. Now, before you put that, just give the bottle a good shake, right? And then just squirt out enough product in there. Right, and the beauty about this product is, one, it smells really good, and the other good thing that I like about this product is that with this you don't really have to, after we clean with the product, we don't really need to wash it out. So the product can stay in there. It doesn't necessarily need to be washed. You don't have to wash the shoe out. And it's also got some oils and stuff in there which keep the leather soft as well. So most other cleaners, sometimes you might find that once you clean it, you'll have a clean boot, but then it may feel slightly stiff as well. But the advantage with this specifically is that it's got the oils in it, so the leather will come out and dry out soft as well. But we're also going to be using a couple of other products like the Aniline Protector to maintain that softness and to bring back that softness as we carry on. Right, so let me get right into it. Give this a good bit of a mix. And now that I've got that, I'm just going to grab this, move this out of the way slightly, move one boot out of the way, so just focus on this one here. And that stain that you see there, I remember there's my shoe, so I know that that was there before. I doubt we'll be able to clean that, but let's just give this whole thing a proper clean. Right, you want to make sure that you cover evenly. You can apply a little bit of pressure, medium pressure, but you don't want to scrub too hard, right? But medium pressure should be fine. I think it'll be absolutely okay with that. The leather will be able to handle that. Right, so that one looks, this thing one here looks pretty clean. I'm just gonna keep this on the side here while I start working on the other one. Right, so I've cleaned the shoes, and now, as you can see, I think there's that one bit there where there's a stain that's not coming off quite easily. I've tried brushing it, I've put probably more pressure as well, but it's still not coming off, so I'm not going to worry too much about it now. But the key thing from this point on is to make sure that you allow the boot to dry naturally, right? You don't want to force this. You don't want to use a heat gun or put it against a radiator or anything. Just let it dry naturally. It'll probably take a day, but it should dry soft as it starts drying. But there's a couple of other products that we have as well that we're going to apply as it carries on drying. But for now, I'm just going to leave it on its own. This will probably take about a day or so. Leave it overnight, come back tomorrow, and then finish this off. Right, so as you can see, I've still got quite a lot of this solution of water in the cleaner here. Plus I've got, I think, just over half a bottle, probably a little bit more as well left in here. So I reckon one bottle of this, you should be able to clean quite a few times or quite a few shoes with it. I may need to go over this again, but this still is going to be far too much, I think. But yeah, just to give you guys an idea of how much product I've used. All right, so we've waited for the shoes to dry. They're nice and dry now. There's obviously a couple of spots that were there from before, so this is a little bit of mud that's still stuck. This stain here was on the boot from before, and I don't think we can remove that. But to treat this area here, I'm going to use a couple of different products. Right, Suede is a sanded surface anyway, so sanding the surface down here can lift off a lot of the mud and dirt that is stuck on the surface. So if you don't want to do a full clean, like a wet clean, you can just use a Suede and Nubuck eraser, which is also like a sanding block, and the sanding pad, right? So in this case here, I'm going to take this out of the pack, move this out of the way a little bit, and then just put my hands underneath so I've got a firm grip on it, and just gently sand that circular motions, and I can see that that's very quickly just removing the dirt that was on there. Right, and just for good measure, I'm just going to give it a sand across everywhere, and this makes it straight away a lot cleaner. Go across this side here too, and then the back seems pretty okay, but just sand all of it down. You can see the nice brown color starting to show underneath. The fibers are moving across. It's all nice and dry. It just feels a little stiff, but you know that's natural when you wet clean a whole shoe or any piece of leather. Really, it'll just dry feeling a little stiffer than usual. But we've got a remedy to that as well. So I'm just gonna clean this first very quickly with the sanding pad. Brush this off. There's not hardly anything on here, and this has come up really nice. Right, I'd left this probably a couple of days over the weekend, really, allowing this to dry. Right, so that's that done. Put that away, and then just grab the Nubuck eraser. So the Nubuck eraser. I'm just going to do that again on that one spot, right? So this does go just to start crumbling a little bit, the actual block itself, but that's good if anything because it doesn't damage the leather. Right, so that's our shoe clean, but now before we finish this off as a care product, I'm going to apply a couple of different things, right? I'm going to apply a product called the Aniline and Suede Protector, which has basically got a lot of oils in it that keeps the leather soft and supple, and followed by the waterproofing spray, which will obviously make it waterproof, form a barrier. It's not going to be a very strong barrier, but of course it will definitely protect it to a certain degree, which is what I'm looking to do here. So I'll start with the Aniline Protector. I'm going to spray this evenly, keep about 30 centimeters or so away from the actual shoe itself, and just thin layers. Just move that across here, front of the shoe, and then flip this across this side here. And then the back. Right, now that we've applied a good layer of oil on the surface, probably wait about half an hour, 40 minutes, wait for the oils to soak in, and then I'm gonna go over with the waterproof spray. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes or so, 20 minutes to half an hour since I've applied the Aniline Protector, and I can feel the oils are on there. Some of it's penetrated as well. This feels a lot softer already, and now this is ready for me to apply the waterproof spray, which is gonna provide a barrier. Right, so just as with the Aniline spray, with the waterproofing spray, just keep 30 centimeters or so away. And now onto the second layer with this one. Now I'm just going to leave this on its own for around the night, just to make sure that all of this has gone through and it's had enough time for it to set. And once this is done, it's ready for me to wear again. Hey there guys, so those are my shoes, all nice and clean. There's obviously one or two marks that are still there. This one here from before, and also one other stain. But in all honesty, I should have been a lot more careful when I wore this out in the horrendous weather that I wore it in. But overall, I'm still happy with the way they've turned out. Let me know what you guys think, and please, if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we'll catch you soon in the next one.